This Algebra Nation video will cover page 115, problems 1 and square root 4.
This problem. A wooden garden tray with a base area of xy square inches is filled with soil up to a certain height. The tray contains, this long expression, cubic inches of soil, and the height of the tray is represented by this expression. Write an expression for the simplified form of the height of the tray. All right, so looking at this problem, it looks like a lot of information. But actually, all they're really concerned about is this equation right here. All right? A lot of times, for problems like this, they're really worried about that expression they give you. They want you to simplify. The stuff about the garden tray and the soil and the cubic inches, that's just extra information, all right, to trip you up. So don't get intimidated. Just jump right in. All right, write an expression for this simplified form of the height. So I need to simplify that. That's all it's asking us to do. So we have the top part, the numerator, and the bottom part, the denominator. Let's try to simplify, there we go, the top part first. So I have x squared y plus 10xy plus 12xy. All right, all over xy. Remember, I'm just going to focus on this top part first. So I'm going to look here and see, hey, is there anything I could take out? Is there anything that's common with all three terms here, all three terms? Well, yes, they all have x's and they all have y's, all right? I'm going to take, all right, this one has x times x. X squared means x times x, but these don't. They only have one x. I can only take out one x. I'm going to factor out that one x. They all have one y, so I could factor that out. Now, I have the coefficients of that invisible 1, the 10, and the 12. There's nothing that goes into 10, 12, and 1 except for 1, so there's nothing I can factor out there. xy is my common term that I'm going to take out. So let's go through this step by step. I'm factoring out an x, and that leaves me an x still, because this is x squared. I just took out one of those x's. I have one left. I'm factoring out a y. I have no y's left here, right? So that's it. Plus 10. I'm factoring out xy, so that's it. That's all that's left. Plus 10. Oops, sorry. There was a y squared here. You see that? You caught that? You saw that? All right. Be careful when you're copying stuff down. I almost messed up there. All right. So back to here. We are factoring out xy. So I factor out x, and I'm factoring out one y, but it means I have one y left since it's y squared, y times y. Plus 12, and then xy, the whole term, all of xy was factored out, so it's just 12 left over. All over xy. Now, I see here, xy over xy is just 1, so they cancel out. That just means it's 1. So really, it's x plus 10y plus 12 is my simplified form. All right? So that's it. When you're looking to simplify.
That's it until your brain break. What do we have behind door number 2? Oh, yes! Check it out! He just got his EOC score, and congratulations to him. He got a 399 or higher. He's jacked! He passed! On to geometry for him next year.
See what he's trying to do. Charlie is dividing a polynomial by a monomial as shown below. Whew, those are big words. Basically, this top part is a polynomial, and that's a monomial. That's all it's saying. And it's dividing. Write the result in simplest form. All it means is let's reduce this. Let's simplify this. So let's jump right into it, all right? So I see, let's just tackle the first part first, the top part first. I'm copying down carefully my problem. Make sure I don't miss any exponents. Okay. Just copied it down here so I could work with it. Let's simplify the top part, the numerator first. So let's look at the coefficients, 14, 21, and 28. So those numbers, what goes into 14, 21, and 28? What's their greatest common factor? Their greatest common factor is 7. 7 goes into 14, 21, and 28. So I'm going to take out the 7. All right. How about this? A to the 4th, a to the 3rd, a to the 2nd. I'm going to take a to the 2nd, right? That lowest exponent. B to the 4th, b to the 3rd, b to the 2nd. They all have b in common, so I'll take the lowest one, the lowest exponent they have in common. There we go. All right, this is their greatest common factor. So I'm going to actually look now. 14 and 7. 7 goes into 14 twice. All right, a to the 4th and a to the 2nd. So I have, this is a times a times a times a. There's 4 a's being multiplied together. I'm taking out 2 of them. How many are left? 2, right? 4 minus 2 is 2. I have 2 left. Same here. I have b to the 4th. I took out the common factor of b squared. How many are left? 4 minus 2. I have 2 left over inside the parentheses. All right, that's my first term. All done. Let's do the next one. 7 goes into positive 21, positive 3 times. I have a to the 3rd. I factored out a to the 2nd. So 3 minus 2, I have 1a left. So a to the 1st or just a is fine. All right, you could just write the invisible 1 if you want to, but you don't have to. I have b to the 3rd. I took out b to the 2nd. I factored out b to the 2nd. 3 minus 2, I just have b left over, 1b. Right? Second term done. Last one. 7 goes into negative 28. That's a negative, or minus, same thing. 7 goes into negative 28, negative 4 times. I have a to the 2nd, a to the 2nd. I took out all of a to the 2nd, so I just have 1 left, right, times 1. So that's it. b to the 2nd, I took out b to the 2nd, I have 1 left, that's it. Just leave it right there. All right, I took both of those out, so they're outside now. There's none left over here. All right, so all over 7, a to the 3rd, b to the 2nd. Let's see if we can cancel anything out. We simplify. 7 over 7 simplifies. A to the 2nd over a to the 3rd. Now, this is dividing exponents, right? This is like a dividing exponents problem. So I'm going to subtract the top, the greater, minus the lower number. So 3 minus 2 is just 1, right? So I have a to the 1 left. 3 minus 2 gave me 1. Now, b to the 2nd over b to the 2nd. B to the 2nd divided by b to the 2nd, that's just 1, right? It cancels out because it's exactly the same on top as is bottom. So I have only a on the bottom left. And now I have 2a squared, b squared, plus 3ab minus 4. I don't have to write that invisible 1 if I don't have to, so I could just say 2a squared, b squared, plus 3ab minus 4 all over a. And that is my simplest form. All right, these may seem a little difficult at first, but once you get the hang of it, it's just as easy as multiplying, dividing, adding, subtracting. That's it.